Last week on Harbour Nights, Courtown's building boom exploded into the national headlines. Chef Dara survived his first restaurant review, Daphne had a visit from the Board of Foilty Inspector, and Joyce was beaten in her bid to become Miss Wexford. Two weeks ago, Courtown was awarded the Blue Flag, a mark of beach and water quality. Now the flag has arrived, and publican Alan Switzer plans to see it raised with a bit of ceremony.
Well, today's the day that the blue flag goes up. It stays up now till the end of September. And I have to go and get a rope to hoist the blinking thing up. As you can see over here, this is a famous area for the kids that come down from Dublin to dive in. Don't go head first, it's not deep enough. Yeah, what? Yeah, well, don't do it again because you could come up next time with no head on your shoulders. Right, oh well.
Alan's found the rope, but who's going to climb the ladder?
If somebody holds that ladder, I'll do it myself, come on.
I go away with that, go up there.
If that slips now, I'll tell you what now, my insurance... well, I'll tell you what now. Fall.
Now give a slip. Now give a slip.
Oh, here, I'm not able to do this. No.
Alan's nerve fails him.
Just has to go through that hole up there at the top.
Postmaster and grocer Declan Dunbar volunteers.
I'm a ladder climber. No way.
Wait till you got a young fella.
No way.
Very much.
There's no way.
If I get a grip on the pole, I don't mind.
Yeah, well, you will. Here, we'll take that with you then. Right, third try.
Declan's son, local musician Noel Dunbar, finally gets things flying.
Right.
With the blue flag successfully flying, beach guard Joyce Murphy takes a break.
Where are you from?
Dublin.
Dublin. Whereabouts? You're not going for swim, no? So do you prefer Dublin or Courtown?
Courtown.
Why Courtown? The women are better, aren't they?
No.
Jesus.
There's an emergency call out for the lifeboat.
I better go down and see what's on the beach. The reaper just went off.
Joyce runs to the boathouse to find out what's going on from the head of the lifeboat crew, Sam Kennedy.
What's going on, lads?
We just have a report that somebody is sighted what looks like a lilo just off the beach up at Long Henry's.
Oh, Jesus.
So there might be somebody on it, so we just have to check it out.
Jeez, the lads ran like there was no tomorrow.
What happened? What happened?
What happened? Yeah. I don't know, they're after getting a call out. Or beach up that way.
Sam Kennedy goes about his task intently. He recently suffered a great tragedy in his own family. Since his tragedy, saving lives is more important than ever for Sam.
Courtown ILB, this is Courtown Boathouse. Go ahead, Anya, over.
We just finished our search, Catherine, and we found some driftwood, which possibly is what the lady sighted over.
Have you made a good search of the area to be sure that there is nothing else there? Over.
Nothing else here, it's all clear, over.
Roger that, Anya. If you're satisfied that there's nothing in the area, well then I'd recommend you return to base. Over.
I think we're all happy there's nothing around, so we're going to return to base, over.
Roger that, Anya. We'll be standing by 3-1. This is the boathouse out.
So it's a false alarm anyway.
That's a false alarm, but you still have to check them out.
Ages.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
You have to be sure that whatever is reported, you know, that you're satisfied it's nothing out there.
With the lifeboat safely ashore, Sam and his voluntary crew can go back to their regular jobs. Sam works for local developer Hedley Fleming, as did his son Mark. Mark Kennedy was a great friend of Chef Darry Hughes. They were part of a gang of local lads who loved to go out on the water. As Dara heads down for some water skiing, he remembers his close pal.
Mark died, unfortunately, there back in November. And we used to always go out skiing, certainly all through the summer, and the last 2 years at least, we used to go out during the winter as well, you know. Mark's dad, Sam, very kindly gives us a loan of the boat. Myself and Donald have our own boat, and we take out Mark's for a spin every now and again because there's no point in having it lying up. And besides that, we're hoping to get Sam out, teach him a bit of skiing.
Mark, God be good to him, was all the time asking me to go water skiing, and I suppose like a lot of fathers, I had more important things to do, you know, and I kept putting it off and saying, you know, next time, next month or whatever. But unfortunately now I won't ever have the chance.
I'd been with him the night he died. He left, I was talking to him when he left. It was about 15 minutes, 15, 20 minutes after he left me, the police estimated like that he died, you know.
I actually came on the car the night of the incident, and it was my unfortunate duty to have to go see Sam and his wife and break the news to them and call the local priest, and he came up just after me, and the other guard was here. He retired, Pat Phelan. And it's one of the hardest duties you have to do, is to tell a parent their child is dead. It takes its toll. It was very unfortunate, the chap, that he got so hopelessly depressed that he could see no future.
A lovely chap he was. I was talking to him, I would say, about an hour and a half before it. He came in to me and we had a perfectly normal chat. I certainly could never suspect that he was about to do anything, but God love him, something snapped, obviously.
But the lads that I skied with, Mark had taught a lot of them how to ski, and they had learned together. And they said that they were going to teach me, so we're still going to do that. And when I do it, I'll ski up by the graveyard, which is overlooking the sea.
At the struggling Stockford House Hotel, Catherine Somerville Large continues to have a run of bad luck. A recent travellers' party ended in a fiasco when the revellers couldn't get transport home.
If no bus comes, we have to walk home.
We have to walk home, it's as simple as that.
And now just look at my shoes, love.
It looks like Catherine has also missed the bus. Her plans to have a weekly rave have been scuppered.
We've just got our brochures printed for the summer, and as you can see, everything is printed out for each day. And last week, for the first Thursday, we started a nightclub in the lounge, which was dance music, modern dance music for young people. It started off very well, and the young people seem to love it. But unfortunately, the local guards don't approve of it, and we're going to have to cancel it, which is very sad.
DJ Ger Carroll can't believe what he's hearing.
So I don't know if we can fill the night with something else or what we can do.
You can't do very much now, really, can you?
No.
Just the beacon will cause more hassle than we would like.
Well, I know this, and I've explained to him that it isn't, you know, like he feels that it may be, and that it is being properly policed, and that everything has been run above board and that there won't be any illegal substances or anything like that on the premises. This is the kind of music that Joe loves and lives for, and all his mates and people of his age in Gorey and Courtown, surrounding areas, all love this music now. This is the music that it's the music of the time, really, isn't it, at this time?
It's like 60s music, but 90s music, if you know what I mean. Yeah. It's the revival. But it's not a revival now, anyway. It's all over.
Joe, can you think of anything as an alternative at the moment, or should we just think about it and see what we can come up with?
Could take a week or 2 weeks even to come up with something, you know.
Yeah.
But I needn't worry. I'd probably even put a band in it, you never know.
Yeah.
You never know what could happen.
Yeah. Come up with something anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Better news for aspiring beauty queen Joyce Murphy. Last week she came third in the Miss Wexford competition, while Ruth Leary was going forward to the Miss Ireland final. Or so we thought.
One of the judges from the Miss Wexford competition just rang about 5 minutes ago, and she said that Ruth had to pull out for personal reasons, and that I came third in the competition, and that would I mind going for Miss Ireland? And I was like, oh my God. She's just have to ring me back now and tell me that I have to go get like photograph of just head and shoulders, and then full length photograph and all this kind of stuff, and that I have to go up on the Sunday, Monday, and it's on Tuesday, and that we have to be glamorous for 3 days.
Which is the girl who won, Ruth? What happened to her?
I'll show you a picture of her. Okay. Well, the lads took the picture of them. Sorry. That's her there. And that's Miss Photogenic. That's Ruth.
So she's the one who won?
Yeah, and that's Ruth. Or that's Ruth, and that's Miss Photogenic. I don't know what happened to Miss Wexford. Maybe she couldn't think of a party piece.
Maybe the crown was weighing too heavy on her head.
Father Paddy Norton is Courtown's controversial healing priest. He's been coming back to Courtown every summer from his parish in America. This year, Father Norton has bought a new apartment in the village and is coming home for good.
There's only one picture up here, and that is Our Lady from Mexico. I hope to end my days here, that I'll be here all my life. I may go to America for a while, as long as I can, in the winter months, but this will be my last abode. So there'll be no trouble in getting me out the door after those years, that I'll be so content to go out the doors.
Whoa! Back at Stofford House, Catherine has luckily found an immediate replacement for her cancelled rave.
Since we had to cancel our raves, we've been racking our brains to think of something else to do. So we've decided to go with Paddy Drac, who does a Dracula impersonation. Needless to say, it's not the real Dracula. He should be good fun. So I'm just doing some posters, and we're going to put them out around the town, and then we'll have some flyers and put them around the mobile home parks and into the houses. Well, times are always tough. In any seaside business, you have to make your money in a very short time. So it's important to get good entertainment and entertainment that people will enjoy, and therefore come into your premises, you know, and hopefully drink plenty when they do come.
It's an important day for postmaster and community activist Declan Dunbar.
I'm off to start the first working meeting of the Courtown Community Council.
On today's agenda are litter, traffic control and road markings.
If you remember, we talked about even yellow lines instead of footpaths. I have seen those in my travels around Ireland, would you believe, in the last fortnight, on both sides of the road.
In fact, they were down into town on Monday. Now, where they marked, I don't know.
Do you know
I
what?
saw them in the square, and that was it.
That's true. Well, I spoke to Nola Driscoll, the local engineer in Galway this morning, and he told me that they had run out of yellow paint. That's true, it's bad. That is true.
Because they disappeared as quick as they came.
Yeah, Allen Services.
The actual town cleaning at the present minute is all but null and void.
after the holiday weekend, there was broken glass down every street, and it stayed there until the cars moved it. Now, it's gone past a joke. Now, I know we're talking about a man's livelihood and a man's job, but to be quite honest with you, it's gone too serious.
Yeah, well, it is serious.
And I would suggest that maybe yourself and myself, with maybe one other, would meet Noel O'Driscoll, so as that it's not all coming from one person, and just sit down and talk to him about it, because it's simply not on.
Yeah, well, we'll have to get Noel O'Driscoll down here at a meeting.
So, the plan of action is to confront the county engineer, Noel O'Driscoll. Beachguard Joyce is delighted to be the new Miss Wexford, but she's worried about the terms of her contract.
I'm off up in here now to meet a woman called Sharon, who's in charge of the Miss Wexford competition. I'm going to see, because the other girl who came first place, who originally came first place, obviously won a prize in the sash, right? But now they've moved me in, and they haven't said anything about whether I'm getting anything. So I'm going to go and see. You know, it'd be a bit ridiculous if I didn't.
You might not have to use it, but it's there anyway, just in case, right? That you need it. You can just bring a pen with you. Right. Okay. Okay. So have you got your memento to bring for your county?
What kind of? I'm still thinking about that.
Most of the girls are bringing kind of teddy bears or leprechauns or something like that.
So I was thinking of bringing a little shell thing.
Yeah, ideal. Yeah, just something to bring with you to represent it. That's all of where you're from. And that.
Do you know the contract? It's like you're signing your life away or something. Firstborn child is going to be one of those.
Yeah.
So you just.
It is intense, the contract.
Yes, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
You can't have done nude scenes before.
No, you can't have done music. You can't actually have had a child as well. You can't have been pregnant. It is tough. What's the other one you can't have done? As I say, you can't get engaged in the year, and you can't get married. You can't make any kind of commitment to anybody else but them for the year.
Yeah, exactly.
For the year. That's basically it.
Oh well. It looks like I'd be fairly okay in it.
No man from off on the beach yet.
Oh no, not yet. I've been looking, but you know.
All right, listen. I'll give you some rings on tonight and see how you're doing.
All right.
And the best of luck, right? And it's not. I don't hear anything else. See you on Tuesday night.
Okay.
All right. In your new frock. All right.
Bye.
At the Stopford House Hotel, Catherine's entertainment act is unloading some rather unusual props.
Here's Paddy Drack arriving, and I'm all ready for the night. I've got my black nail varnish on, my black clothes, and my cross, just in case. I wonder how he ever decided, you know, wouldn't it be fun to get into a coffin and pretend to be a vampire and make a living out of it? Well, sure, you never do know, do you?
People say I'm not a real vampire, but that's only a joke.
Right, okay. What's a pity now we haven't got just blood. Oh, my God.
Hot on the heels of the Community Council meeting, Declan and Alan meet County Engineer Noel O'Driscoll.
This is Alan Switzer.
Alan, talk to you on the phone. How are you?
Alan is another member of the Community Council that we formed.
All right, okay.
And we want to discuss a few of the items. We've only got a short list here of about 20 items.
Right. We've about 10 of those covered up.
Now, we're just talking about litter here in the village.
Yeah.
And we reckon that the best form of deterrent for litter is big signs up with big fines. This thing of 20, 30 pound fines, it's not on.
I'm not a great believer in signs in one way, Declan.
Well, obviously, they would have to be implemented.
That's the thing.
Well, we were also talking about the introduction of a parking attendant here and a litter warden.
Well, again,
to kill the two purposes, like, you know?
Well, again,
traffic warden and a litter warden.
Well, again, you see, it's all down to cost. As you know yourself, we're only introducing a traffic warden in Gorey this year. The traffic warden will cost roughly now about £20,000 a year. And the traffic warden is doubling up as a litter warden as well.
Yeah.
Now,
in Gorey.
And
that's what we want to do this year.
Yeah.
And we reckon we can make money out of them.
Yeah. Well, again, you see, the thing is that
that's how
who's going to pay for it?
The other thing is, on the cleanliness, we've nobody here on a Sunday.
You've nobody here on Sunday at the moment, but that will change. We have somebody here on Saturday and Sunday, July and August.
But June is just as busy at the weekends.
Well, it's not. It maybe has been busy, let's say, the last couple of weeks because of the weather and various things like that. But that's just the way it is. As again, I'm saying, I'm stuck to a budget. I'm tight on a budget.
Bloodied but unbowed, Declan and Alan retired to the pub.
He's confined to a budget. And it's up to us to see that his budget is strengthened.
Yeah, it's up to us to get as much of that budget we can.
Exactly, and this is what we need to do with the councillors.
Yeah.
At his new apartment, Father Norton is planning a bit of a do.
Well, I am thinking of having a housewarmer, you know, and a party, and I hope to invite all my church friends and my town friends, and maybe I might invite the bishop if he's not around at all. Come, listen, bell and bow, unto me pay attention. Don't ever fall in love, it's the devil's own invention. For once I fell in love to a lady so bewitching, and she invited me to a holy in the kitchen, singing tooraloorala, right tooralooraladdie, tooraloorala, tooralooraladdie.
Catherine's head barman, Peter, is showing Paddy Drack to his quarters.
Yes, and I haven't never actually seen it myself.
It looks like the ghost was trying to escape little holes in the walls. Don't say that. I'm not supposed to say that. I do the biggest features first. The nose. Years ago, the makeup used to go on very quick. I mean, how is this place haunted?
Well, I don't honestly know. It's just that people said it's haunted for years. The hallway here, they said, where we came down through, they said that a ghost had been seen on it. Now, I've never actually seen the ghost here. It says haunted anyhow, so...
Yeah, it was probably years ago. I was probably chasing some young one up the corridor. And somebody with a few drinks probably saw me.
Shush, Tessie, you're disturbing the man.
That's the wife barking. Peter, is there even 20 in?
There's a little more.
Well, maybe by the year 2000 we might build up a crowd.
For the millennium.
Let's all meet in the year 2000. Gloves, cobwebs.
As Paddy Drack reaches his finale, Catherine is delighted with the effect he might have on her hotel.
Maybe now it will have stirred the spirits in this hotel, and we see some real ghosts tonight.
Next week on Harbour Nights, some British visitors don't like Courtown.
It was tacky there.
Dara has a birthday surprise.
I'm going to enjoy this now.
Father Norton throws a hoolie.
Here's a present here from Publican and Sinner.
And Joyce bags herself a boy band star at the finals of Miss Ireland.
I beat the Courtown.